Alexander.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Bishop Alexander idly glances in your direction, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems to flicker in his eyes for a moment, but then he shakes his head and looks back towards Dallis. Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallis?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
Where is he?
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, its eyes clear. The cat's eyes are its eyes clear.
Is he?
Saw him, didn't you? The Hammer and Alexander. They gave that scaly traitor what for, they did. Proud to serve for the good of humankind. Without us, Riverland's off to the void in a handbasket, in the crook of a... Voidwoken's claw. Bishop's a son of the... Alexander's looking after us in the meantime, all the same. And the hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble. This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Why, yes. Of course I am. All my life.
Hello, Dee? I would. Then Paler.
He shifts uncomfortably.
Ah, get out of here, will ya? You ain't worth my time, neither are you.
The elf smiles and bows to you in
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Reprieve from the din outside.
Shua! 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 Got you! I'll stab you! Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
She bows.
In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. It gives me great pain. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this. Thank you. I'll stab you right in the eye! I magicked you, you're dead! Whoever kills the other is the boss! Shua! 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 Got you! Shua! 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 Got you! thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
The elf appears momentarily.
As far as I'm concerned, you are...
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she
Ah, hello. Quite the blood-soaked journey has led you here. You are not who you once were, and I sense you are not yet who you will. I see it before my eyes.
Wary all of a sudden, she takes a step back from you.
I cannot offer you much more than my sympathies. Our fates are intertwined, yours and mine. This clouds my vision. Yes, please ask. It is safer here. My home... Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now, taken. But I see all the same. He is a very blind man. You understand when you meet him, after you escape.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way, Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. You bring me great peace. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. I feel him, but I do not see him.
You're too slow! Got you!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need? I hear of no escapes. In this, it gives me great pain.
This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
Whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword! I'll spare you this time, beast, but you're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna hide somewhere. Ready? Go! You found me! Go!
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Military, are you? Be at ease here, and well met. Let me know if you need any armaments. I offer them to a fellow serviceman at a few coins discount.
juice. It's I-N-T... My way is too small for you. You'll have to find another. Hope you brought a shovel.
I've spotted something.
Wither, this is my new friend. He's really smart. You'll like him a lot.
Please, small child, leave me to my ruminations.
But he's really nice. And tall.
Why? A grown friend. You've brought an adult here. You! Tell me true. Stand you with the Source Hunters, or do you serve the tyrant Brachus Rex? 1,000 years. Gods, the walls of this pit have leached a whole millennium from me. I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion. A wicked king, it was. Brachus Rex by name. The Order of the Source Hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it. Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the Source Hunters any longer. Please, good sir, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the... Seize the spear. And... Good sir, you have set my body free. Free to crumble to dust at last. But my spirit, a spell most terrible. I have heard of such magic, but have never known anyone so foul as to employ it. Brachus Rex, may maggots lace his entrails. After he interred me in this cell, he must have drawn my very soul away from me and stored it elsewhere in the fort. Thus he has bound me entirely to the mundane. But I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom? Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it. The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. At last. I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the rest. I never thought I would become one of his victims. And yet, here I am. Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry as yet unseen in our... Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares...
strong. Here, take this. It'll show you how to find my secret fort. If you can find a way up, you can have...
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet.
The Queen's beard. It looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer. Reckon you're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh?
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
Not scared of a little elbow grease, are you? A fella ought to know how to put himself right. Go ahead and come by. Once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again. Business savvy? Don't be profane. This is people's health we're talking about. And I get by just fine. Dane's as stubborn as an old steer. Says he don't believe in alchemy and won't accept a potion from me. Still, my job ain't to judge, but to heal. Or if that fails, to comfort.
Out my face, or I'll punch your lights out.
He smacks your hand away, refuse.
You're trying to kill me, ain't you? Get! Those bleeding fools think they run the place, but I showed them. It's your ugly mug.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was among the sorcerers with whom you fought the Voidwoken down in the hold of the... Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed. She freezes under your stare for a moment, then whirls and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Who are you? You can see quality, but lone wolves, amateurs all. Also, I thought, you do tread on soft paws, Ifan.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice a flaw in her diamond features, a curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slip. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in deep.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen... Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just
Let's discuss our respect. You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide-and-seek. As a rogue, my speciality is stealth. The quick sight suits me fine. Lead on, or then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side, for the moment.
Don't tell anyone where you got it, eh?
Everything there? Good.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it
So
down.
this is for joy.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
Scram! Snake!
I know that look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you winning has its own rewards, if that's what you're after? Slip down the hatch and talk to Thorn. Put those greasy hands...
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves did me so much.
Hey! You're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Hey! Oh, nice try, Midge. Now, put that shiner away, and I'll shave a little off the top, how about? Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Only the finest, you know.
Ain't fit for beasts. Leave him be.
Listen, I can help you.
Shut up, elf. This clown caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. Worse than war rations, these.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel free to take a gander at... Fella in that cage is the thief. Stashed the oranges somewhere before he was caught. If you believe that. Sure do. Ask me. It'd have to be one of those sad sacks that's always hanging around Griff looking for favours.
She darts her tongue out of her mouth like a...
Some folks, and some reptiles, will do anything to get his attention. I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as a pavestone. If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots. Sure do. Ask me. It'd have to be...
She darts her tongue.
Some folk... I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. It's all in the eyes. Joy lives in the eyes, sometimes way in the back, but it's there all the same. Liars ain't a joyful bunch. Sure you don't want to have a look at my stock before you go? I was serious about what I said. Everything in my pack's been got by special means. Hey! Oh!
An elf, caked in mud and blood, looks up at you from the bottom of the cage. He holds his shoulder at a strange angle. Despite his condition, he appears eager for your attention.
You believe what he says? That I am a thief?
He perks up and...
Sahela, you speak to her? She is all right then. Good. She sees my trouble, of course. She already knows. And she knows I help you out of here in exchange. It is all prepared. It is ready. I am too weak to go. But I must care for Sahela. You release me, and I show you the way out. I am grateful. Your freedom for mine. I see no one. In fact, I only hear the sound of Griff clearing his throat. You know how he does. Like so. For some time, I think Griff takes his own supplies. But I see the anger in him that he does not find it. He truly does not find what he seeks. I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. A bit of bread, a potato or two. Nothing Griff should be loath to give. I need to escape, and I have... You understand. Thank you.
Watch yourself. Watch your hands, Pipsqueak. What are you loitering round here for? If Boss trusts you to find something for him, you better not disappoint him. You won't like... You mean that guy in the cage? Oh, I don't associate with elves. Fella says he's innocent, but you know how they lie. I got my good eye on you, bub. Make it quick. Sure, pal of mine made it as far as the Hollow Marshes even. They dragged his corpse back the next day. Head pulled clean off by a ghost. I saw it myself. Hands out your pockets now.
Please. Worse than war rations, these.
Need some... Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name?
Worse than war rations, please.
All right, Slick. Haven't seen you around here before. When did you get in? All right, easy now. You seem sweet, but I'm more curious about you than a bunch of cheesy lines. Ha! Thank you.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
You think? I was raised by the whip, and I'm not afraid to use one either, especially not in here. Joining up with Griff's the closest thing you can get to security around here. Family, too. Till the Reds take you, anyway. Everyone talks a big game when they get here. Big games get smaller when you've got one of their weapons in your face, though.
She laughs. The sound fills the air.
Now, wouldn't that be... Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arks?
Worse than war rations, please.
I have responsibilities here. I can't start running around outside the family. It isn't done.
She leans forward and grazes...
Until then...
Worse than war rations, please.
But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources?
Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the void. We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will... I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though it doesn't hurt to ponder.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself at home. Advice? Hold on. Goods.
Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Your loss.
One more chance to shut that ugly mouth.
Ho ho! Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? You're all I got left after your buddies were through with me. Oh, right kind of you, my friend. I've grown quite attached to him over the years. Well, almost literally in this filthy place. Oh. Oh, easy now.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? Oh, very droll. Listen up.
You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards, and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. Haha! You would be too if you'd been here as long as I have. In fact, you should be nervous if you're here at all. I know what they have planned for us, and I've been here a long time. I have a way out of here. Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't. Oh, noble. But I've good luck with your friends, though.
Where are you, darling?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hide. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her...
Ben! Ben, miss! Ethan! Ben, miss! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer!
A little respect for
Keep him away from me! Help!
Right hand, my winker. Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
She ain't come back.
That's what happened, isn't it? Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife...
A flat smile.
She never did like you. Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the... He nods at you.
Oh, 10 bottles of mead. 1,000 bottles of dust.
I'll be with you soon, love.
50 bottles of tea.
I'm meeting someone here.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have... You here alone?
She gives you a...
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. It's nothing. Used to be I had a family. A husband, then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Her eyes...
Kind of you to ask. Stefan. He was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet. Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you, too. A family recipe. One of Felix's. Take care of yourself.
Come on, you stubborn...
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free. To no...
Ah! Got two of my own, haven't I?
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them.
Bleeding nail must be... charmed. Go on then.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly...
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I...
You get a good look at the hearty fellow, broad as a hull and sunburnt from all sides. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from...
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though...
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe you do.
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder with a great, strong...
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. You can leave. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. It's this.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with...
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Now, it's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're old. Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not. Let's get down to brass. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But then it's settled. Capital! Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too.